notice the second reel. Hold square to pick that up, and we can take this reel over to Kino de Toten to get a message radio from Sophia talking to Dr. Maxis. Once our audio reel has finished, we can begin the quest for the third and final audio reel. Now, as at this point, you want to make sure that you have a pack-a-punched weapon of some sort. It can be any weapon at all, but you also want to make sure either yourself or someone in the game has the Apothicon Servant out of the mystery box. We need this to be upgraded. If you do not know how to do the upgrade to the Apothicon Servant, I'll leave a link down below in the description to show you how to do that. Once you have both the upgraded Apothicon Servant and the upgraded pack-a-punched weapon,
what up?
make your way over to Shangri-La and above stamina by shooting this rock, you'll get a skeleton. Now that can only be appeared if you shoot that rock with a pack-a-punched weapon. Now get the Apothicon Servant and shoot the wonder weapon into the area where the skull is. The skull should be sucked up and you'll hear a distinct noise knowing that you've got that. That's the first of 6 bone pieces around the map, and these can be collected in no particular order. So we'll move on to the second one, which we're going to show is in Nakda and Toten. You want to make your way up to the upstairs section and look exactly where I do and shoot this little rock here, and you'll notice a bone part start spinning. Again, if you shot that with a pack-a-punch weapon, you'll notice it starts spinning. Shoot the Apothicon Servant there and it will suck that up, and that'll be the next one. The third one we're going to get is going to be in the spawn, and this is going to be in the church. So make your way to the corruption engine turret, look through this weird gap where you can see a ton of rocks, and shoot specifically where I do to get this bone to appear. Then again, shoot your Apothicon Servant in there, and that's the third bone collected. The fourth one we're going to be getting is in Origins, and this is probably the easiest one to spot. You want to make your way over to where the robot was from in the original version of Origins and where Speedcola was, and look out the map toward. You want to shoot the rock, and you'll see the bone pop out nice and simple. Shoot the Apothicon Servant, that is the fourth one. Our fifth one is going to be in the vault. Make your way over to there where the corruption engine is, and make your way to see where the waterfall is. Now shoot specifically where I do, and you'll get the bone to pop up. Now to me this is a very, very hard one to see, but once you've got that, make sure you shoot the Apothicon Servant, listen out for that noise, and if you did hear the distinct noise, then you collected it. And we can move on to the sixth and final one. For this one, make your way over to Der Eisendrag and make sure the anti-gravity is enabled. If you don't know how to do that, stand on all of the pressure plates surrounding the pyramid, and that will activate anti-gravity. You want to do the wall run outside the map and go specifically where I do and shoot this certain part of the wall to reveal the bone. Now whoever has the Apothicon Servant, do the wall run again, make your way over to there and make sure you shoot at the bone to collect that one, and that is the sixth and final bone piece. Now we've collected all the bones, make your way to Nakda and Toten and go to the upstairs section where the roof is open. You'll now notice a bunch of bones. These are all the ones that we collected. Shoot the Apothicon Servant there and you'll see all the bones suck up and disappear, revealing a female zombie character which is just laid there. This is actually the original body of Samantha, which was taken over by the infection that she's mentioning in the audio reels. Shoot the Apothicon Servant again at this zombie and you'll notice that it will drop a reel, and we need to take that to the mound at Origins. So make your way over there and hold square on the audio player, and it will play the third and final message between Sophia and Dr. Maxis, where he puts her inside the robot. Now once this reel has finished playing in Nakda and Toten, where you got the audio reel, you'll now see the ghost of Sophia floating up there, and we need to bring her to life. We need to rematerialize her into the world. So in order to do this, you buy it for 2,000 points and at one of the blue spinning orbs in the sky. It's one of the two, and you know when you got it because you aim directly in the middle and you'll literally be kicked off the turret instantly because the laser will point towards Nakda and Toten. By using these turrets, it connects the laser up in a circuit which will bring Sophia back to life. Now if the blue orb you're shooting at doesn't work instantly, try the other one and then go back and just keep shooting the pinpoint middle and just wait until you get kicked off it. And then when you get kicked off it, you'll see this sort of effect where the laser will be permanently shot in the sky, bouncing off the orb. Come back to Nakda and Toten and you'll see that Sophia is now materialized as a real form. Now she'll be saying she wants to go to Maxis, and you'll need to follow her as she goes over to Kino de Toten. She'll go on top of the teleporter, and by holding square with every player inside, it will teleport you over into Samantha's room in the house. In here you want to go up to her bed and the chronorium will be sat there, this little book. Hold square to pick that chronorium up, you'll be teleported back into Kino, and you want to place this book on the stage. By placing the book down, it brings 4 blue orbs and souls into the projector room, and around the map, an Apothicon egg will have spawned. Now, these Apothicon eggs change up locations every single game, so in the description, if you want to open that, I'll have every single location that these eggs can appear, but the main gist of the areas that they can appear in is in Kino de Toten, in the spawn area, in Der Eisendrache, and finally in Verrückt. Now these eggs only spawn 1 at a time, and you need to get all 4. So if you've got 4 players, each player can assign themselves to their own egg. 2 players get eggs, 1 player, everyone gets their egg, it goes on, etc. So once you have found the Apothicon egg, in this game it appeared directly in Kino on this armchair. You pick that up and you go over to the Apothicon worm. Go over to any of these weird hatching areas here, hold square, and it will suck up the egg and it will be inside. And what you need to do is you need to get around about 15 kills with any type of enemy who stood near the egg. Once it's done, you'll notice that the egg will hatch a gateworm that you can pick up. Pick up that gateworm and we can move on to Rune of Creation. Now again, these spots can be different every game, and you want to be listening out for a sonar beep. The first one that I found was in the spawn room, and this location is directly next to Quick Revive. If you hold square where you hear the sonar beeping very, very rapidly, you'll see the gateworm appear, and then it will bring you a rune, which you can then hold square to pick up. Now in the spawn room, there can be about 2 other locations where this rune can be appear, and when you can get the sonar beeps to be extremely loud. The first one can be near the garage turret, and the second can be near the jump pad going off to Origins. That's just an example of the different locations where you can find these, but they will be in the general area every single time. In our game, the second egg we found was in Origins, as you can see on screen there. We picked that up, we take it into the that way I could see all these symbols pretty clearly and in the exact right order. And once you've seen all 4, make your way over to the other side of the